campers, it is a bright full moon morning night thing here right now. We're in Hood River, Oregon. You can actually see clouds right now because the moon is so bright. That is super cool. But also, I think the horizon behind us is just starting to light up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning here in Portland. We're not in Portland. We're in Hood River, Oregon, approaching Portland. Hello, person on the ramp. Let's move over. We're doing a brisk 58 miles per hour. This used to be part of a section between the Dales and Portland that was a truck speed limit of 55, but it is now truck speed limits of 60, so I get to drive all the way to Portland in cruise control at my super efficient speed of 58 miles per hour, which is my most efficient. Dirty windshield there. Sorry, my most efficient speed being 58 miles per hour, specifically because 58 is the sweet spot. It's low on the RPM curve for my 12th gear, but it's just high enough that it doesn't often have to downshift for small little hills. Like really normal hills are fine. It gives us because we run on +5 -4 in eco mode. It kicks it into neutral sometimes for situations like this, where we're kind of going a little bit downhill. And 58 gives us the best range. Now, because it's set on 58, it means it will coast a little bit above 60 mile an hour. But, you know, in situations like this where the car speed limit is 65 and the truck speed limit is 60, you know, a truck occasionally creeping up to 65 for like overtaking or just because of how the fuel-saving transmission works, that's not really that big a deal, and they're not really gonna. It's not frequent that they'll pull anyone over on this road for doing less than 70, honestly. Just from what I've seen of other trucks, I think we're safe occasionally creeping a couple mile an hour above 60 just to save some fuel. That is lovely, lovely sky. I'm really sorry about I really should stop just apologizing for the windshield. The windshield is what it is. I think maybe I should move the phone, because I think it might just be in a bad spot for bugs. I think a lot of bugs just hit right in front of the camera, and there's a couple of little pits in the windshield already, right in front of where I put the camera, which I presumably just from particularly large bugs or small bits of gravel hitting the windshield already. And we've only had the truck for a year. We just passed our 1-year birthday with Mr. Apophis here last week. We broke 1 year driving this truck, and we are at 124,924 miles on the odometer. We got him with like 32 miles on the odometer when I got him. So brand spanking new. And now he's at over 124,000, coming up on 125. That's pretty darn good for 1 year. That might be my most driven year yet with Palmer. That's pretty good. I think my average was like 110,000 my previous years, because I'm a slowpoke and I'm lazy. And I didn't feel like I was driving a ton this year, but apparently I was. Come on, guy, just pass me. The dude that came off the ramp is just like sitting behind us, kind of close, like closer than I'd like, and he's not passing. It's like if I hadn't gotten in front of him, he'd probably be doing like 65 right now, but I don't know. I do love these early mornings. So we've got a delivery in Portland at 7 a.m. Well, not Portland, Clackamas. Delivery in Clackamas at 7 a.m. And Clackamas is one of those areas where there's really not that much curbside parking. There's a little bit around my customer, but it's the only road in the entire area where curbside parking is legal for a tractor trailer. So all of the trucks from the big DCs and stuff will come sit down there and park. So you know, I've used that road when I arrived too early to the Freightliner DC right around the corner. I've parked there for, you know, 10, 15 minutes just because the Freightliner DC only lets you in 30 minutes early, so it's super awkward if you show up at 45 minutes early. Hello, Mr. Logs. Oh, you were the one that came down the ramp behind me. All right, that's a lovely, lovely log trailer. A lovely bunch of logs. Bunch of future lumber. I really shouldn't have even blinked my lights there. He was already coming over. He knew he was clear. He blinked his turn signal once, and I just reflexively tapped my light to signal that it was clear. But he was already coming over, so it was really just too late at that point. But, lovely bunch of logs. This is the point where all the people who have seen Final Destination would change lanes or slow down. But I know how logs behave and know that that movie is extremely inaccurate. Logs are not the scary ones when trucks pass by. For one, you could probably remove the straps and all those logs would stay still just because those logs still have bark on them. They're not going anywhere. Also, if they do fall off the trailer, they're just gonna like sit on the ground. They're not gonna bounce like crazy like the ones in the movie did. Now, you get behind a bunch of like large plastic tubes, those will go crazy if they fall off the trailer. I've seen that happen. It's terrifying. But also, they don't typically, like, unless they're like really long plastic tubes, they're probably not gonna punch through your windshield and stab you through the chest. So, this got dark. No, but speaking of large tubes, we did see once in Houston, I was driving on I-10, and we went through the little interchange of I-10 with, I think, either I-45 or I-69, I don't remember which. But as we're coming around the corner, an oversized in front of me with a large metal tube, like huge metal tube. One of his straps snapped, and the whole thing shifted as he was going around the corner. It's like, ah! No. No, we're under the cloud now, so it's dark. Sorry. This was supposed to be the part of the drive where you guys had cool moonlight to watch by, and now it's dark. So let's see if the way station is open. If it's not, then we're just going to cut the video here because I think we've got plenty of footage for this. We're going into Portland again, and you guys know what that means. That means we're going to be spending a day in Portland because you never do a partial day in Portland. Portland sucks up at least 24 hours every time I go here. Yay! Bypass. But yeah, Portland always takes a day, and we've got 2 stops here, which means our clock is basically guaranteed to be destroyed by the time we're done the second stop. Which is just how it works. But, you know, I'll see if I can't record something. Oh. A lot of people parked in the weigh station. Are they actually weighing? Did we just get super lucky? Oh, I think we got super lucky. Yeah, they're actually rolling the scale. Wow, cool. Yep, they're open all right. That was lucky. Just happened to have enough people pass me that they clogged up the weigh station and it went closed. Because these weigh stations in Oregon and California, they don't allow bypassing of the weigh station when the ramp is full. So it's the responsibility of the scale master to close the scale if the ramp backs up so that traffic does not back up onto the freeway. I don't know why these 2 states don't allow bypassing of the scale when the ramp is full. It's kind of silly to not have that provision built in. Most drivers will still do that because it's like super not safe to stop on the interstate. So, you know, they don't really like. Generally, that's kind of accepted as just a thing that you can do if the ramp is full. But for the most part, the scale masters actually pay attention and get the scale closed when the ramp gets super filled up like that, as we saw. So that was super cool. We got to bypass the scale because a lot of other people were in it. That weigh station is not open very often, in my experience. I mean, it's open more often than a lot of the rural Washington scales, but not as often as like Farewell Bend or Umatilla. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video, probably in Portland, like maybe driving between my first receiver and my second. thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Ellie O'Dare. You can find me on the internet at Ellie O'Dare. That's like Twitter, Instagram, and YouTubes and whatnot. You're already on YouTube, so presumably you know how to find me there. You can leave comments below the videos. Those get right in front of my eyeballs. I do read them all. Or you can also like tap the like button. That's super helpful apparently. And come say hi on Twitter. I'm on Twitter all the time. I'm on Twitter every time I stop the truck. I check Twitter. I even took the weekend off Twitter, and I was still checking Twitter every couple hours without posting. Awkward breakup stuff. Don't worry about it. And you can also find me on a couple of video game platforms at Ellie O'Dare, as well as Xbox Live, Steam, and Nintendo Switch. Steam is the one you're most likely to actually see me on, because I've got the hiccups now. Great hiccups right as I'm doing the outro. Perfect timing. Don't hiccup. Steam Truck Simulator. Steam. Bye.